final round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Ravens and the Jags, and it's coming up next.
For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Number 8, Lamar Jackson. The drive will start with an option going left. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Now it's Jackson. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete. That's the first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Able to slither by. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out, their signal caller, now in his 4th season in the NFL. And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up so he could use the rest, and I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one, because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rest as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully. Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's up. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single-covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good. And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The offense for the Ravens returns to the field. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough. Hey, cue a little music, right? Well, they're on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoffs. They're on the road again, and sometimes they're looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Holding offense. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. Now a play fake here on first down. A short throw to Ingram. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up second down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. 2nd and 6. Looks for the all around. It's complete to Kmet. And able to get this down inside the 15, even the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. He's got it. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. From the 3, 2nd and a yard. Touchdown, Jaguars. From 3 yards out. And the Jaguars are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Well, he didn't find the end zone a whole lot in his rookie campaign, but he's got himself a touchdown here in the playoffs.
And we know the guys on the other side of the field were hoping that he would be intimidated by playing in the postseason, but they can just let that go because he's as confident as they come. And I know that he believes that that's the first of many playoff touchdowns that he's going to have as his career progresses.
Extra point from McManus is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Foye Oluokun finding his way to the ball for a stop. A tackle for loss. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Jackson options out left. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Jackson cannot get away. And here he goes. The safety ball staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. A short throw to Ingram. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. He'll look to throw. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one a first down. Straight ahead, Etienne. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
2nd and 9 now. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. As they've got it as we resume action. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And the defense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Back to throw here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Evan Ingram, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Jags go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start with the option. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Jackson now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Flowers. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Here's Jackson. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And this one will be brought back to the 22. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. Touchdown! Travis Etienne. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yes.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove, they're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Ravens ready to take over. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Quick strikeout wide by Jackson. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. A quick feet by Jackson. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mitchell now off the option. Now a loose football. The ball comes out and the Jags grab it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Now back to throw. A short throw to Ingram. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I do think it's fair to say they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Well, they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. On first down, he'll drop to throw.
He targets Ingram for another grab.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a 4.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
2nd down and inches. Open man right side is Ingram. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already. About this one won't go for 6. It's enough to get him 1st and goal, but you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 15. Touchdown, Jaguars. A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
McManus now for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. A 10-play drive that time, and it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. Here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield. Now 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 24-yard line.
final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And this one's going to sail on him a bit, and it's incomplete. So it's on to halftime of this AFC Divisional Round matchup. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. This fourth and final matchup on this Divisional Round weekend. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. We'll start up at Highmark Stadium, just outside of Buffalo, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. The Bengals are ready to make some noise in the playoffs as they finish off a 13-4 regular season.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional Round. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. He'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got it with the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain of 39 that time.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
For the Jaguars field goal, a 31-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time it forced him to taking the 3.
But you didn't mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5. Not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner,
for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. And the Jags will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A short throw to Ingram. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2nd and 4. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he's got this down to the 35. Well, that's good for a 1st down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in the playoffs.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll set up a throw.
And that's complete to ETN out of the backfield.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Well, up big with still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
They're going to look to throw. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jaguars have got it on cruise control.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. McManus's point after is good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
After the touchdown, Kirk now to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Now McManus for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This taken in at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
But the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook. The bottom line is don't quit competing.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
4 yards to go.
Jackson setting up the screen here to Edwards. That he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
Yeah, on third down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force fourth down.
Agnew now to return. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And out will come the offense as they take over. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. On the counter, Etienne to about the 48-yard line.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's brought down, but not before reach. First down carry here for Johnson. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Back at the 33-yard line.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And that is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good, and that will extend their lead even further. I got to think at this point, 3rd quarter, if you're able to hold on to the ball, get 3 at the end, that's all you're looking for.
I would agree with that because right now, this is a job well done by them. In fact, it's almost time for handshakes, a little dap on the sidelines, maybe even start to discuss post-game plans. And for the guys who haven't played yet, go ahead and get loose. Your time is now.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Kayvon Chason, the former first-rounder, in there to get the sack. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Now it's Jackson. Screen play setting it up for Mitchell. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. That's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. .47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And this one not officially in the bag, but it's looking more and more like you and I are going to be in these same seats next week for a game to go to the Super Bowl.
And it's contrary to our meeting with the visitors, wasn't it? Remember when we went over to the hotel before the game, and one of the themes they kept hitting us with was, let's put the pressure on the number 1 seed and see if they can handle it. Let's do that. Well, they're the number 1 seed for a reason. Best team all year long. They're showing it again in this game.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Now a 3rd and 6.
They'll set up to throw. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This will be fielded at the 17.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
From the gun, Jackson. His throw incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
That is caught, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. Jackson will throw again.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 44-yard line. To throw is Jackson.
That went into the hands of Flowers.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson.
Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Jackson from the shotgun.
There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Ravens are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Tucker with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Jamal Agnew now to return it.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Jaguars again ready to take over on offense. And it would appear that that 1st-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. A little bit of space there for the 1st down run as that's going to get them about 5 yards. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 5.
At the 27-yard line.
Johnson on the counter.
He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28.
This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
ETN up the middle.
And he's across the 43 extra yards to the 43.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
Taking it about the 16.
22. Do not kick it at 22.
So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field.
Choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Continue ahead to begin your franchise. Use the options on the left to edit league settings or change your role to a player or owner. It's time for the AFC Championship, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Jacksonville. It's the Bengals and the Jaguars under the lights on Sunday night.
This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and this is the scene at sold-out Everbank Stadium in downtown Jacksonville. Straight ahead, a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports. And, man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterfly...
For the right to take a trip to Las Vegas for a star-studded Super Bowl 58. We are underway here in the AFC Championship game. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And a look here now at their fourth-year quarterback.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play a really...
Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for Bengals TD. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Evan McPherson for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taken at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now Burrow. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a 1st down. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
2nd down and 8.
Now it's Burrow. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Jaguars are...
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
He'll look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
He'll look to throw.
He targets Ingram for another grab.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. They'll look to throw again. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Yeah, that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, it moves it really well. It didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Now it's Burrow. Well, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 26 big yards on that one. It's another 1st down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. He gets this one to Boyd.
Pass interference. Defense.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Jags will take over here just shy of the 30.
And partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack.
They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Across the line and to the ball quickly there, Trey Hendrickson.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. They'll set up to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Finds his tight end Ingram. Already, he's top 50 receiving yards in this 1st quarter. And he's got a 1st down. They'll look to throw. That is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 33. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter.
Picked by Logan Wilson, and the Bengals are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10.
Right at the 30.
He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards there on first down. Here's Burrow.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Jaguars are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 4.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused.
But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Bengals are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Burrow will throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 2nd catch of this AFC title game, but he's got a first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Throwing on first down, but this one...
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Back to throw here. And pressure coming, and they got it. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They're going to look to throw. And now here's another interception. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Jags are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Trey Hendrickson just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Back to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down. He'll drop to throw. A short throw to Ingram. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Throw incomplete as well. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Mixon with a first down carry. Got a heck of a move. Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Back to Mixon on second down. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
AFC title game, second quarter action. 2 minutes to play.
No score, deep.
Throwing on first down with Oladokin.
With a catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
To throw, Oladokin.
He finds his running back, Mixon. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Oladokin.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right at 30. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Looking to throw, Oladokin. This goes out wide for Mixon.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
McPherson's kick is good.
And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Jags going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. This is caught. It's Kirk. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. And my goodness, another interception.
Now inside the 25.
And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And it's caught on the deflection. And this is going to be a touchdown.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And now to give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
And McPherson on for the extra point.
It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home that Lamar Hunt trophy and represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. So with that, let's get you right back out for the second half and the right to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl, as I'm privileged to hand things back over to Brandon Godden.
The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
On the return is Charlie Jones. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3.
And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And they are going to set up shop at... They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. They'll look to throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. play fake. He'll look to throw. Looking right sideline. That's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll look to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
Now McManus will line up for the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by McManus is good. And the second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6.
Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well because it's not quite no harm, no foul. But the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard. Burrow on play action.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
On 3rd down, Burrow.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 14. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
And that's the kind of run you get when you know Super Bowl berth is in sight. They've got the lead. It's the second half. All those weeks of wear and tear in your body just go away. He's running with purpose now.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals.
Joe Mixon taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bengals continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. A short throw to Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12.
That's good for the Jaguars.
A handoff for Etienne.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Etienne once more.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Sam Hubbard that time coming through defensively with reckless abandon. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Straight ahead, Etienne.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Sam Hubbard, his 2nd sack of the night. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. The kick by McManus is good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. Well, with that field goal, you could argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
And the pieces have fallen into place to this point. They've got a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. A berth to the Super Bowl. Now Burrow loses the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you've got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
So the completion good for 6 yards. 3rd and 7 now. Now it's Burrow. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Now I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Check pitch. Let's get up here with the double offense. Yellow, Smith, red. Check white.
Running out of the gun with ETN. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
And now here's another interception. And the Bengals are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Burrow on his toes that time as they get the 1st down. From the gun to give to Mixon. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Jaguars' 26-yard line.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get get the third down conversion.
Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Leonard Williams. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Burrow looking to pass. Under pressure, they got him again. Foyesade Aluakin able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And an utter disaster as the ball's going to go over on downs at the 2-yard line. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for the strip of the football.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bengals are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. This one now, Charles, you'd have to think all but over.
I would agree with that because this offensive line, they've been physical from the first snap of the game, and it's taken a toll on this defense. And it was never more evident than on that play right there. They continue to move the line of scrimmage forward, and they open up enough space there to get their guy into the end zone.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And this AFC title bout has no doubt not gone according to plan, and these fans, they seem stunned as we move towards the final stages of this ball game. A nice looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he's got a 1st down as he's going to be taken down, but a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. 2nd and 3. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 29-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their 1st timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And my goodness, another interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
They begin with a run by Mixon. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards. And the AFC champion has been crowned onto the Super Bowl. There cannot be a better feeling than this.
It's almost indescribable. And when we talk to players from the past, a lot of them mention getting to the Super Bowl, winning a conference championship, even before they talk about the Super Bowl itself. All that hard work to get to your goal, incredible.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.